Hi, I'm Garrett with IDC Woodcraft, and I want to thank you for coming to this channel where today we're going to be talking about, if you're into CNC, no matter what stage you're at, how to find a niche so you can build a product around that that's going to be much easier to sell as opposed to like throwing darts and trying things out. This is really important to come up with niches so you know exactly what people want. Now, what I'm going to be doing in this video is talking to you about how this word built this way is going to be sold to a niche. I'm going to make it super cheap, sell it for a very nice hefty profit because I understand the niche. So we will get to that in just a second. I just want to let you know this video channel is for the CNC beginner who knows very little about CNC routers, CNC laser cutters, CNC laser etchers, plasma cutters, milling machines, CNC machine, anything. I will teach you the nuts and bolts. So you may want to subscribe to this channel. I've got playlists for that kind of stuff. I also teach about the entrepreneurial side of it. For those who are interested in making money out of it, turn it into a revenue stream. So you may want to sign up for that as well. And also I created a Facebook group called CNC Entrepreneurs. The link is down below. If you want to make money with your CNC machine, join the group. Okay, so you're into the CNC thing and you see all this potential, this creativity stuff in you, and you know you can do something with it, and you are absolutely right. But how do you find that specific product that's going to sell to the specific group of people? Before I get into my whole mode of thinking of why this is going to be a moving product, I want to teach you the core foundations of how to start to make it happen now. One of the most important rules in marketing, which is what you will be doing at subtle levels, is if you're trying to sell to everybody, you're selling to nobody, you're going to struggle in trying to turn a profit. If you're trying to sell piecemeal to different people, it's going to be a lot of work. You want to find a niche that you can create a couple of products around that are going to move in mass so you can produce them. The other thing is the thing with niches is you can specialize, right? And it's just such an easier field. Once you can get yourself into it, it just takes a little more time, and you've got to be willing to do this. So one of the ways that you start to do that is look within. What do you like to do? What are the things that interest you? And who do you know in that? What's the lingo? What do they do inside of that group? So let's just take like a couple of examples to get your mind like starting to turn in this. Personally, for me, it's Jeeps, and it's also you, right? The beginner. These are groups that I understand. So you are a niche, and I understand the group, and I'm very passionate about giving you my knowledge so that you can become better than the average CNCer out there as a small timer, and to ramp your hobby up to a lucrative level in business, because I've got all the stuff in my noodle that I so much want to give you. I can't make enough videos to do this. Anyway, let's get back to this. I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, ideas. So let's just say fitness. What kind of wood products can you make on your CNC laser or router that's going to be niche to the fitness market? I mean, all right, let's get kind of thinking here. I've got an idea. You can make like this small set of wooden dumbbells out of walnut, beautiful wood, put it on this little plaque, this little tray, something like this. You know, for someone who's really passionate about going to the gym and doing weights, they love that stuff, right? That's their life. It's in their heart. So that's the kind of niche thing you want to get to. The thing with Jeeps, you know, we will give away our kids' kidneys to get Jeep stuff. That's just the way these niches work. Another one is new moms. What can you make for a new mom? That's kid related. Do their names. on something like this, the child's name, so they can display it. Because new moms are so proud of their babies, right? I mean, it is. It's a beautiful moment. So these are a couple ideas. So think about what you are into that just kind of inspires you. And I guarantee, whatever it is, even right now, you're thinking, what can I make it at? You absolutely can come up with something. That's why I formed the group CNC Entrepreneurs. So we can bat our heads together and help each other come up with the niche products. So if you want to join that group, the link is down below. It's actually growing really fast. I knew that there was this need out there, but I didn't know that how big this need was. And so I'm really happy I developed it. So let me tell you the whole process of how the word wealth, a very simple and cheap product to make, which will cost me $5 per thing in production, and turn into a $60 sale. So let's get into this. I want to tell you the story of the word wealth, so you really understand it from the very basics all the way up. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because this is where you have to come from, real deep, the subtle things behind what's going to drive this as a product, what's going to drive your idea as a product. The story starts like this. I got into an organization to learn from a gentleman named Dan Lok. I don't know if you've seen him on YouTube. He's an Asian guy. He teaches people how to close deals, high ticket deals. And he's one of those stories of going from rags to riches to being ultra rich and having this huge following of people that he's teaching. He's a mentor to. And he teaches people, if you're going to sell high ticket deals, you have to have a wealth mindset. Okay, so now this is starting to make some sense. And he also talks about how important your environment is. That the environment is more powerful than willpower. I mean, if my environment around here is sloppy, it's going to cause chaos in my mind. So I have to create a wealth type of environment that makes me feel more. That's my one of my environmental things. This is one of my environmental things. So he sells products on his website that are wealth triggers. Okay, that's one of the things he talks about putting in the environment, wealth triggers. This is like a huge wealth trigger, right? It's huge. It says wealth. It triggers the thought of wealth all the time. And it's in my face all the time. So it makes me feel very abundant and full. The products he sells, quite honestly, are rather cheesy. I mean, they're just not good quality. I don't want to say the word cheesy. They're inexpensive stuff. He stamps his name on it, the brand, and he sells them for 1,000% markup, right? It's ridiculous. And he sells the crap out of them because he is such a good mentor that he's got this following. When it comes to this product idea, all these products that he has, nothing screams wealth like wealth. I built this for my mindset, but I also know other people want this kind of thing. If it works for me, if I have this need, someone else has this need. This is one of the other things you need to think about when the niche thing. If you have a need, that means other people have the same need, and that's the people you want to target when you solve that problem. All you got to do is be one step ahead of them. So I bought the letters from Michaels and built my wealth sign. And it really does help. But there's a problem, right? I'm kind of taking a little tangent, but I want you to understand the flow. Michaels buys their stuff from China, right? From the backwoods of China, apparently. I mean, look at the quality of this. The W should not be in this scale relative to this huge E. The A is out of scale. This is not us CNCers quality. This is shit. You and I can make much better stuff, and we are going to make much better stuff. So I'm going to take this to the next level. So I decided I'm going to make the word wealth as a wealth trigger, high quality, can be easy to make. And let's go out to the other room. I'm going to show you how I'm laying this out and what I'm doing and why this is so fundamental. So here we are at my Bob's E4 CNC router, which, by the way, is an excellent machine, especially for the beginner who's getting in and is leery about spending $5,000 on a machine. These guys are amazing, their customer service, and they really care. I've never seen a company that cares so much. But we have this word wealth now. You can see these are much cleaner, much more in scale. I got these from a guy named Mike, who obviously has a laser cutter. And by the way, if you need laser work, you got to talk to Mike. I will put a link to his website down below. He's worked through the weekend to get several projects to me. So you can see I'm actually creating the wealth thing. I've been doing some practice work. I cut some pocket cuts here, and I'm going to be doing a video, by the way, on the difference between pocket milling and profile milling. Give you the nuts and bolts of it all the way down, so by the time you're done watching the video, you're going to know more than most CNC or people out there. So yeah, you see it, and it looks good. It looks much cleaner. I'm going to gold leaf all these letters, so it's going to look like brass. It's going to have that wealth feel to it. And then it's going to be mounted on a nice piece of wood, like this piece of oak here, stained. I actually want to make it a little more rich color. And then I'm going to engrave his name on it, on the front. Now, Dan Lok, his branding is every product he has is plastered Dan Lok. Now you see it says Sifu. Sifu is Chinese for mentor. I'm going to have a much cleaner looking type of wealth thing. And I'm going to create a video in the Facebook group of how he's got all his products, but they just aren't doing it. I had to create something much more personal and special, and that screams wealth. And here's what's going to happen. The people in the Facebook group are going to start saying, I want that wealth trigger. And they're going to want to buy it from me. My plan is far bigger than that. I could sell it to them. The rules of the Facebook group, you can't really sell to each other, right? Most groups are like that. However, the MO, the plan is he is going to see it. I'm making two of these. One's for me, and the other one I'm going to send to him as a gift, as a thank you gift. And then I'll say in the note, I said, you know, this did so much for me. Everybody needs to have this. What's going to happen with him? Ding, ching, 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 money, right? And he's going to, I'm almost certain this is going to happen, is he is going to say, I can sell this. He's going to mark it up to $250. It's going to cost me $5 to make. I'm going to sell it for $60. He'll probably sell it for more than $250. And so that's the long-term game that I am doing with this whole thing, to create a niche, very niche-y product that is going to continue to sell so long as this guy is this closing god of what he does, you know. So I hope that this whole idea has helped you start to say, oh, I'm starting to get this. And if it did, give me a thumbs up. Also, put in the comments down below, what are some of the niches that you know? And yeah, I want to know, because what I'd like to do is comment back some ideas that will come to my mind of some of the product ideas that you can come up with in that niche. Because when someone throws ideas at me, it's like my wheels just start turning. It's my ADHD stuff going on. So this is the way to think about it. The one other thing I want you to understand. When you're finding this niche, if you are a CNC beginner, again, if it doesn't matter if you have a CNC laser cutter, CNC laser etcher, CNC router, CNC machine, anything, find these groups in these niches on Facebook. Join the groups and start to engage with them. I don't have this product done yet, but I am making sure that I am engaging with this Dan Lok high ticket closer group. So my name stays present. I talk to other people. I leave responses for others. That way your name stays there. I'm going to tell you a little secret about Facebook, so you know this. Facebook is extremely powerful. when it comes to marketing. Facebook knows more about you than you know about you. It keeps 52,000 data points on every individual. That's kind of scary, but from a marketer standpoint, which is what you are, what I am, and what I'm going to be teaching you, it's beautiful. But the other thing about Facebook is when you comment on somebody's post, when they go look at their feeds over the next day or so, your feeds are going to jump up towards the top. So the more people you comment to, the more people are going to see you. So that's the secret ingredient to getting your name more well known in these groups. And just say some interesting stuff, but tell them about your stories, make comments about, to other people about how great they're doing, be genuine, honest, with integrity, and it's all going to start to work for you. So with all that being said, like the video, give me a comment, tell me what your ideas are. I will comment back. And check out my website, idcwoodcraft.com. I am in the process of building it as of this video. I'd love your feedback on that too. So this is Garrett. You and me. We're going to do amazing work because we're going to go a cut above what other people do. We're not going to randomly throw darts to try to get the work. We're going to find that spot and we're going to do amazing stuff that's going to turn great revenue, and we're going to love what we're doing. All right, I think that's about it on this video. I will talk to you next time.